今日はね、ちょっと朝起きたら8度5分の熱があって、ね、病院行ってきたとこなんですけども。うん、まあ、なんか、医者行った時は、一応6度、7分ぐらいだったんですね。うん、ただちょっとずっと安静にして寝てて、まあちょっと、でもあんまり寝つけなくて、ちょっとね、UC5 を少しいじったりとか、3、40分ぐらいかな、したぐらいでしたね。はい、いやー、ちょっとこんなね、時に、マッデンファンさん率いるジャガーズと戦わなきゃいけないっていうね。まあちょっとスケジュール的に明日はちょっとできないんで、今日やるしかないなってとこなんですけども。いやー、まあ結構ブレイクアウトとかいろいろ入っちゃってるんですけども、まあただ一応 X ファクターのブレイクアウトなんで、あんま気にしないで、スーパースターだったらちょっとね、気にするとこだったんですけど、まあね、まあ、なかなか、大体そうですね、最近、マッテンファーストと戦うときはブレイクアウト入ってて、まあただそんなに気にする必要というか、もうないブレイクアウトなんで、まあとりあえず、万全の状態で臨むつもりだった状態が中の人がね、万全じゃないという感じでありますね。はい。ああ、じゃあ
も
こんにちは。今日はちょっと風邪気味で、病院行ってきたんですけども、頭がちょっとまだぼーっとしてますけどね、ちょっと大事な試合なんで、こんな状態でもマッデンやるっていう、なかなか
めちゃ
ね。
くちゃ鼻声ですね。
ああ、そうっす。ああ、でも確かに。
お大事になさってください。
ありがとうございます。いやー、もうね、こんな状態でもマッデンをやってしまう自分が狂ってるなと思いつつ、ありがとうございます。
呪われてます。
マッデンの呪いですか。もうマッデンファンさんから連絡が来ましたね。よし、じゃあ、準備完了ってとこですかね。いやー、ここはでも勝ってきといとこなんですけどね。なかなかしんどいな、今日は。この、来た。
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
Pittsburgh. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
25, check 25, check 25. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Finds a seam inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Blue draw Corkers. Now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point attempt to come here. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Second and 9.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Tighten up, pull it together.
Check Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ready? Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. I'm here, I am there. Check.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
You run.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Now Taylor. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Give it some.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. To throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. McCann's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Yeah, this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run. It's ETN. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Check your hot read. Shift. Watch the shift.
Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run with ETN. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. Hey, wahoo! That's the way.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
58's the Mike.
6-3, 218, chopper.
Tighten down. There you go. Save.
Running out of the gun with ETN. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Kill. Ready?
Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Ready.
41's the mic. Crunch time, defense. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Watch. Hey, zoom.
Mike 41.
Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Second down, another run to Taylor. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
On the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he was going to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Check 24. Check 24. Cut my team. SOS.
Hey, switch gears.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Lawrence to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Hey, watch the edge, watch the edge.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
On the double. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Here we go, here we go. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Kill. Hey, turn.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. 70 Ranger. You better bring.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. throw here. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
18 Cardinal. We want it. Come to my room.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Shift. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
19 Tiger. Panther 11.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming up to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back for the offense. Let's go. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. You're not ready. Let's go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they'll work it inside the 50. Yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
A handoff for ETN. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
All right, D, let's start. All right, D. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
from the gun. They'll try to run it. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 58's the mic. 58. 58's the mic. Check back. Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
He's coming. We got double up.
Etienne is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Too little, cupcake.
Oh, they'll let the tight end Ingram run with it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
58's Mike. Push him back.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. The extra point up and good. The lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Check 26, check 26. Check 4, check 4.
19 tight.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
18 Cardinal. Panther 60.
Tighten up.
Mustang 19.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Here we go.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch twist. Hatchet.
Warrior 70.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Bang.
19 Lion.
Check it back.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Go, go, go. Mike, 50.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check smash. Check smash. Rig alert. Rig alert. See what you got.
2nd and 6. This is caught. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
25's the Mike. We're going 25's the Mike. Kermit. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Now Lawrence to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Set. 90 Wolf.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check.
Protein spill.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Go set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Here's Lawrence.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
This is complete to Holmes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with His second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Check 52.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
This is our time. Let's get after it.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there on 4th and 10. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one plate.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
I got you.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
to Etienne.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on now. 41's the mic. 41's the mic.
They'll run here with Etienne. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Go 58. Good shot. Oh, let's start that play.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against the top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels, they take the ball away, they change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Jags, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.